FA Cup quarterfinals, Arsenal versus Southampton at St Mary's Stadium, and many have said that Arsenal is gonna lose that match, or there's a possibility of Arsenal losing that match because of their defeat with Manchester City. That is during the Carabao final, a match that saw Manchester City going with the Carabao Cup, and Arsenal were left devastated. And some are saying because of that pressure and the pressure that the fans have for Arsenal, that might lead to Arsenal losing the match today to Southampton, because Southampton is home and Arsenal is away. So, current form and momentum of Southampton: unbeaten in 14 matches. That is unbeaten in 14 matches, 3 draws. Recently knocked out by Premier League side Fulham, pushing for championship promotion. That is playoff spots. Southampton are always strong at home, and that is what's making most people feel like the Arsenal will lose this match at St Mary's Stadium. Southampton are confident, organized, and dangerous on counters. Arsenal unbeaten in the last 15 away matches, leading the Premier League title race. Recently lost the Carabao Cup final, psychological setback. What most guys are looking into and feeling that Arsenal is going to lose that match. Arsenal have a quality depth and experience, but pressure is high. They are under pressure currently because they have to at least bring something back to Emirates, and that is why most people feel maybe that pressure will contribute to the loss of them losing at St. Mary's and giving a win to Southampton. But my predictions will be much different on this. I'll say them at the end. Tactical battle: Southampton approach likely compact defense. That is 4-2-3-1. Focuses on counter attacks, set pieces, physical midfield battle. Expect them to sit deep and frustrate Arsenal. Arsenal's approach: possession based, high pressing under Mikel Arteta, strength midfield control. That is Odegaard controlling the midfield, wide attacking Odegaard and Rice controlling the midfield. Be wide attack play. There is all these other guys getting along the wings, getting it done. Martinelli, Saka, Madueke, likes of all those guys. Timber getting it done. The same way nowadays in Arsenal, you don't know who is a striker and who's not a striker, who is a potential scorer and who's not a potential scorer. Anyone can score a goal. Arsenal will dominate possession and try to break defensive lines easily, but we'll get to see, because Southampton is not just a team that you can go and if you're not well prepared psychologically, and especially where Arsenal is currently, they need a better preparation for that, and I hope they have had a better preparation for that. Some rumors of them calling that they have injuries when they had no injuries, calling out from their national teams and preparing for this match or for the next Premier League matches, fearing that they can get injuries while playing for their country teams. Teams news: Southampton issues suspension of Flynn, Dons, Kuryu Matsuki. Injury doubt, that is Jack Stevens, which might not really affect them. They're still good in that. And national concern: several players recently injured or rested, possibly rotation, Saka, Rice, and others. Some key players are returning from injuries. That makes it much better. Squad depth may give Arsenal the edge despite absences. We talk about key players to watch in Southampton. That is Finn Azaz. His creativity is good. And then we have Ross Stewart, who will also be doing much great when it comes to threatening the Arsenal goalpost in the defense. With Arsenal, you have Martin Odegaard, that will be good in playmaking, and most have needed him, have wanted to see him do that. Gabriel Martinelli, that is very good at passing and finishing. And then you have Kai Havertz, Gyökeres, good at goal scoring or scoring, and a very good threat to them. Head to head, Arsenal unbeaten in the last 4 meetings with that is Southampton, and this will still continue. I don't think if Southampton will be able to beat Arsenal in this, Arsenal will still crash them down. Historically, Arsenal dominates overall wins. That is whenever they meet with the Southampton. Key match factors: Southampton form versus Arsenal's quality, Arsenal's response after cup final loss, squad rotation and injuries, some home advantage for Southampton, but that will not really make or count against Arsenal. Prediction: most analysts expect a tight game. Southampton will likely score or create chances. Arsenal's quality should still prevail, and the predictions goes as Arsenal 2, Arsenal 3, Southampton 1. Southampton 1, Arsenal 3. Those are my predictions. Arsenal are favorites, but not comfortably. Southampton are capable of a shock. Expect a competitive and high intensity cup tie in that match. My earlier prediction on this: Arsenal will be meeting with Manchester City again on the finals of the FA Cup, but Arsenal will beat Manchester City and get that cup to the Emirates. So give us your thoughts on this and tell us what you think about the match even after this. Bye.